DRT, and I'll set that down to basic.
I haven't done an actual vlog in a while.
Let's have a look at that now on an exterior shot.
I've done a lot
in
terms of camera and quality. A lot.
Okay, so
last time we spoke, I was using the ZV-10 Mark II.
Used to using for a couple of years now.
I got
really nice again. I've done a little bit of a grading here, but nothing heavy.
Infinity X5, and I've actually broken it 3 times now.
So let's have a look.
It's fully functional. I got it repaired by Insta, and they sent me a new camera. So I guess when you repair through them, if the damage is extensive, they just send you a new camera. I finally got the Sony FX30, using it right now, and I'm using the Shure 16mm 1.2 lens now, and I found out today that I needed, like, I went out to Virgin. I went out to Virgin and did some shots, not professional, some cute, and what was killing me is the images were grainy. The images keep coming back very grainy. So I was wondering if I wasn't using the settings properly. I didn't know what I was doing. That's what I keep telling myself. And did some more research. I'm always doing research. That's how I'm always getting this good at editing. Like currently right now, I'm literally watching a colorist how to grade stuff. So I am getting better at color grading. I'm very good at color grading right now. I'm still learning a lot. So I say a lot. So I found out that I need this. I found out I needed that. What's this called? CF Express memory card, in order for you not to see green. So I finally got one today. And if you're thinking about getting an FX30, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's expensive. It's not the camera, but the gears you need with the camera. Let me explain. The camera is gonna run you $1,700 body. A good lens. You need a good lens for the FX30 because God no, the regular lens not gonna cut it with the FX30. You need a really good lens with the FX30. I'm using the Signline manual focus Shure lens. No, I'm learning how to use manual focus too. It's getting good. I'm getting good. I'm getting better than I was yesterday. Lens is gonna run you probably mostly the same cost as the camera. A good lens is gonna run you 1,800. Anywhere between 800 to 1,800, a lens is gonna run you for the FX30. This memory card, this is a 450 after right. A memory card is gonna run you $500. Anywhere close to a terabyte, the memory card is gonna run you $500, and then you'll need this. An extractor also read your memory card pretty fast to your computer. You're gonna need this. You're gonna need a cage for it, for your camera. And I have a cage on my camera. I have a cage on all my cameras. Even the Insta360, there's a cage on it. There's a cage on all of my gears. And I do want a side angle on this camera because when I was using manual focus, I needed a side angle to hold the camera steady. But yo, FX30, I lose a crop sensor, and my EV10 Mark II is a crop sensor. I thought I could use the cheap lens. This will give you a really good start. It's gone. FX30 gonna run you $3,000 easily run you $3,000 just to get a good image out of it. But does it look good? Absolutely. The image coming out of this is the highest quality possible. The highest quality. I'm gonna see if my computer can handle processing speed of this. I'm gonna see, but I haven't done an unboxing in a while. I'm gonna do a few. I'll put them back in the boxes and do a few unboxing. Well,
another great option if you don't want to shoot in log, but we're going to be shooting in Leno. So the first thing we should do is change the log setting mode. There are a bunch of different options. There's the HS here. So when you want to set the base frame rate here to whatever you shoot in, so I shoot 24 frames per second. And then the frame rate is how the camera is sampling the image. So if you want to shoot 120 frames per second, you can set up here. Now if you want to do a time lapse, for example, you just set it to 1 frame per second, and it'll sample 1 frame per second, and then change to 24 frames per second. So that's how you set up that time lapse as well. And this one on the back, I changed to ISO. Now everyone likes this differently. I guess from shooting.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Camera's lit. Camera's lit. Hey, what's up? So, I just shot an entire video, started to edit it, and found out that the entire video is unusable. Alright, so I gotta redo all of this. Career. Yeah. Energy kind of look, my bad. So, I said a lot in the previous video. Not sure if I can say a lot of this, but I just got my, well, I didn't just yet. I got it for like a week now. I got the FX30, and it's a lot to use. The FX30 is, oh my God. I'm gonna show you my recommended settings when I fine tweak them to get the best result. But I just shot something just now, and I could not use the image. I have an half terabyte memory card, a C Express, and when I've done change all the settings in the FX30, my available record time is 1 hour and 9 minutes, coming from 28 hours. So this camera is eating through the megabytes. Oh Lord, things they don't tell you about FX30. However, I don't use LUTs. I try to create my own LUTs, so maybe that's why my workout project is taking longer than normal, because I don't use people's already used LUTs. I try to make my own LUTs, but push past that. What I've been going on lately with me is I lost my grandma like 2 weeks ago, and I don't understand my current feelings. What I mean by that is, you're supposed to feel grief. I don't feel grief. Someone or something's wrong with me. I do not feel grief. I don't feel grief when I'm supposed to feel grief. Not sure why. How do y'all deal with grief? I should be. And before you ask if we were close, we were locked in. We were locked in. Never done was locked in. But I don't feel grief as I'm supposed to feel grief, and that sort of bothers me. That bothers me. But hey, another day on this earth. But yeah, I got the FX30, and let me tell you, the FX30 is expensive. Not just the camera, but the things that goes with the camera. Because you're gonna need a CX Express card to use. Because when I was using a Sony manual lens, my shot was coming out green, and I didn't know why. So I found out that you need the CX Express memory card, not just a V60 or V90. Because a V60, I have a V60 half terabyte, and the read speed on that is like 10 megabytes per second, and that is very fast. But compared to the CX Express, 1900 megabytes per second, so like zero buffer is very fast. So you need that to prevent grains in your image. You definitely need a memory card, and a memory card is gonna run you upwards of $500. Next, you're gonna need a good lens, and my recommended lens for you is a sine lens, anamorphic lens, or a G lens. Honestly, there's no other lens that pairs well with the FX30. I'm sorry. G lens, sine lens, or anamorphic lens. No other lens pair perfectly with it. So you definitely gonna need one of those lenses. So you have to spend just as much as on the camera as you need to on the lens. Else, you trust me, you might as well you go back to a Sony 6600, 6500, and I have an EV1 Mark II, and so far I think I love it more than FX30 because the image I get out of that camera is superior. But I just figured that I haven't used this camera enough to learn and understand the settings. But the image I get out of the EV1 Mark II is superior so far, but it took me time to learn and understand that camera. And they both have the same sensor. It took me time to learn and understand that camera. This camera is taking me a while to learn and understand it. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So just pop back up on your feet to let you know that I'm actually still filming, still shooting. And I recently learned how to use a manual focus lens, and I'm pretty good at it. I like it more than the auto lens, the auto focus lens, because it's so fine tuned what you want to focus on when you want to focus it on it. So I think I'm gonna stick with a manual lens for now. And I used to think that manual lens were outdated lens and auto focus lens were like this new thing, but nah. There's so much advantage to a manual lens. I wouldn't know until I use one. I don't even know how to explain it. But the manual lens can do so much more than the auto focus lens. So much more. And don't worry about focusing because it focuses by distance, not by moving objects. Because if you focus on me, I can move horizontally. I just can't move back and front. That's how you lose focus. But you can move horizontally. Once you keep the camera the same distance as the subject, it stays in focus. You don't have to keep focusing. Just keep the camera the same distance away from your subject and it stays in focus. So you don't have to keep dialing focus, It's a distance focus. Manual focus is just by the distance. So I'm gonna keep using my manual focus lens and kind of rest the autofocus for me. But yeah, just pop back up on your feet, still out here shooting vlogs, still making small movies. I don't have much inspiration now to do anything, so hopefully, hopefully the imagination starts soon. But right now I'm going through a bit of grieving. Not sure if this is even grieving, but I'm trying my best. So short films, movie ideas coming soon. Y'all be safe.